Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steve. Welcome back to another live stream. And, well, yes. Welcome to the new series called Culture Workers. Let me just deafen the desktop audio, switch it over to the thing that we need.
Oh,
Switch
I'm now
over
sitting in my dad's van, and I've got a bit of peace and quiet.
And, well, yes. Um, so I'm going to pass it over to Adam, who will explain what this whole new series is.
Hello.
Hello.
So, basically, this is a RPG that I came up with, incorporating a couple of different systems from both D&D and another RPG called the Heroes series, I believe it was. Um, and it's based off of the Curse Worker book series by Holly Black. It is not affiliated in any way to the Curse Worker series or Holly Black. It's just based off of the books. So basically, it's a custom RPG that I made in the Curse Worker world with a custom planet that I have created to go along with it. Stee is one of my players, as well as Nick and Ray, who you probably remember very well, and Cooper, who is probably new to you.
Yep. So new to the channel is Coop. So say hello, Coop.
Hi.
She's a little on the shy side. I don't know if that's
No,
too.
it's for some reason my mic works when it wants to, so sometimes I'll be like, "Hey," and it'll take it a minute for it to register. So give
Fair.
me a second.
Fair
So
enough. So yes,
Um,
this new
Sh-
series is going to be happening every so often, as long as I have the energy to actually attend sessions. Um, if I can't, then Dom will be made aware of in advance. Um, there's a Ray.
that would be a Ray. Hello, Ray.
Um,
Oh, I did not know we were having a game today.
I announced it 3 fucking times in the last week.
You think I pay attention?
No, I
Ray,
know you
pay
don't.
attention.
Exactly.
and anyway,
Anyway,
so yes, there wasn't a live stream today purely because something mental health is important.
Yes, it is.
I mean, there is a live stream today. It's happening right now.
For my mainstream, though.
I know. I'm just picking.
Anyway, I hand it back to Dom.
Okay, so Nick is going to be on his way home as we're playing this first session. So I will wait for his introductory sequence until he's fully home and able to actually respond coherently.
But
Yep.
did everyone actually make a
I'm-
back?
For the most part, yes.
I gave Dom what I was thinking. I actually was gonna ask. I was legitimately thinking while working. I'm like, during my break, I'm gonna message Dom and talk to him about shit. And then you already messaged me, and I'm
My,
like, oh well, I guess I
Mine
don't need to.
isn't fully written down yet. Me and Dom know exactly how it is.
Well, I know
Hey, Dom.
enough.
Hey, Steve,
Yeah.
take your meds.
I've already taken my meds.
Because I just took mine.
Or was he meaning the
Ages.
depression meds?
I don't know. I just took my depressive meds
Oh,
with an
I
energy
have
drink.
to. I have to take my depresso meds before I go to sleep. So anyway,
Oh, I can't take my sleep meds and depresso meds at the same time, sadly. I believe they have a complication with each other, so I can't take them together.
I can. Back to you, Dom.
Yeah, screw you.
Okay. Little off topic to begin with, but since Nick is on his way home, I'm gonna wait for his introductory sequence until later. So I'll leave it up to the three that are actually here at the moment. Nick's just listening in. Which one of you wants to go first?
Can I have an off-topic question to Steve real quick?
If you make it quick.
Yeah, it's quick. Hey, Steve, question. Is Destiny cross-platform?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anyways, continue. What were we
Okay,
doing?
which one of you three would like to go first for your introductory sequences? Because unlike every other game that I've been in, I'm not making you all meet in a tavern the first session.
Wait, we're meeting in a tavern?
No, you're not.
Aww. So, are we meeting in, like, the bathroom stall together? Yo?
No.
The first session,
Whoa.
the first session, you probably will not meet at all because you're all solo on your owns right now.
Lone wolfing it up.
Fine, I'll volunteer.
You will volunteer to go first. Okay. Let me go back to yours that I've prepared.
Since no one else wants to volunteer.
I don't know how to even start.
We're literally just talking back and forth in RP. That's it.
Wait, so are
That's
we talking about our character? Like, how do they look?
that can be
I wonder-
part of it, yes, but I'm giving you each solo starting quests.
Oh, shoot. Yes, you go first. You're the one streaming.
Yeah, I would potentially volunteer to go first. Again, not home.
Yours will be when you get home, yes. Anyway. So, Steve, would you like to introduce your character real quick?
Hang on, I need to get up my notes that I wrote down very quickly. Sorry. No, fair.
It's fine. Neither is anybody else, apparently.
That's fair. A male looks to be 20s, late 20s. Walking down the street. Is Greymore, Grammuth, Spiderforge. Cloak, hood up. Cloak is only covering up his left arm though. It is keeping to the shadows as much as possible. Yeah, and his on the back of his left hand, you can see the slight little indents of remnants of scales, and he's just trying to avoid people.
Okay. So, as you're walking down this dark street,
Dom,
yes?
hello.
Can you not hear me, Steve?
I love it when
no?
I love it when my sound drivers temporarily stop
Yeah, I
working
know.
on my
You gotta
headset.
love it when. Yeah, you gotta love it when
Okay.
the size.
Continue. Sorry.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so as you're walking down this dark street, you see this. Where is it? You notice a young worker girl. For reference, by the way, everybody, worker in this sense does not mean someone who is working at a job. Worker is someone who has powers. I should have specified that beforehand. Okay, so a young worker girl. You're not sure what type of work, but you can tell that she is a worker by she is losing control of her powers. You have familiarity with losing control of your powers. Is there anything you would like to do to help this person?
Sticking to the shadows, but being somewhat close by so she doesn't see me. It's alright. Don't be afraid of who you actually are. Don't let it control you at the end of the day.
She looks around confused. Although she's confused, she does seem to be more concerned with who is talking to her now rather than her powers. And And she slowly starts to calm. And you look to the side and you see that she is holding the hand of one slightly older male, probably mid to late 30s, but not too old. We've definitely seen some work in his time. And it looks like his arm is broken. So from this, you can judge that she is most likely a physical worker.
Mm.
You remember after you help her calm down, you slink back off into the shadows. You remember what it was like when you lost your control. Would you like to explain what happened when you lost control?
When I lost control, well, when Grimloth lost control, he killed his parents, severing them into two. The
Would you like
scars.
to,
Gone.
would you like to explain how this is possible to your audience?
Yeah. Grimloth is a transformation worker. He can take on physical abilities, if I remember rightly. It's been a while since I set up the character and how the different workers work. Give me a second whilst I get it up exactly. Um, yeah, so the can shapeshift. His first time of shapeshifting, he changed into a lizard and lost control of his mind, of his body, and ripped apart his parents one by one.
Okay, so that is one way that a transformation worker can use their powers. A transformation worker can change anything into anything else, basically. They're not technically a shapeshifter, but they can work themselves to shapeshift, basically. So, what I'm assuming would happen in this case is you, as a child, you were unaware that you were a worker at the time because you were 5, if I'm remembering correctly, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so this is when you would first discover that you are a transformation worker and you weren't able to control the blowback. For those watching, every time a worker uses their ability, there is blowback, which um, for a death worker could mean that part of their body dies or decays. For a transformation worker, part of their body can transform, and there can be different severities. It can be a minor blowback, medium blowback, or a severe blowback. Considering a transformation worker is a very rare, very powerful worker to begin with, I'll, I would assume that this was probably a major blowback that you were unable to control.
Yeah.
All right. Um, and from this experience, you developed a kinness with those losing control and have dedicated some of your time to trying to help those that are losing control, correct?
Yeah. Keep into the shadows. Grimmeth will has always been trying to be like a unseen angel on people's shoulders, trying to help them the best that he can. But he doesn't want the same thing happening again. Hence why he keeps to the shadows, keeps to himself.
All right. And through the years of doing this, is there anybody that you have established a deep trust with?
He hasn't yet, but
Hasn't yet.
doesn't mean that he won't.
So in nearly 20 years, he has not established any trusts, which makes sense for what he went through. Just for the audience's sake, a transformation worker is the rarest worker type in this world. There is usually only 1 or 2 per generation. So in the world, there is usually only 1 to 4 alive in the entire world, pretty much.
Ooh, someone special. Sorry. He wanted to feel like he's special and be someone. Oh.
Ray, your character was a transformation worker to begin with until you changed it.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but it's like, nah. Shift. I was thinking about it because it sounded like a cool idea, but like I didn't go for it. Yeah, you know.
Yes. Anyway, continuing. So, as you've hidden in the shadows the last few months, you've heard rumors of more and more people losing control, and you're starting to lose track of just how many you've heard of. They seem to be getting much more frequent and much more powerful. Have you tried investigating why?
I have, and it's worrying. I've heard of at least 30 cases that have come to my ears, but the more rumors of them are more than that. Yeah, it's concerning how quickly it has been. I can't help them all, but I want to help them.
Some of these cases are extra strange. You've heard of an area becoming crazed with worker activity when no workers seem to be present.
I haven't investigated that yet, but it's something that I'll think about.
This confuses and intrigues you.
It really does.
Alright, so that I think is where we'll stop for Steve's introductory sequence. Ray or Cooper, who would like to go next? I take it Ray is excited.
I think that's Ray wanting to go next.
Right? I think the evil laugh says, I'll go first. There's some
By the way, so y'all are aware, I'm basically going to be playing Darkness.
I think that was, evident with the cackles. The cackles say a lot.
I like
I just want to refer to my character sheet in regards to my charisma score.
We have charisma? Dang.
Ray! I know you were the first one done with your character, but still.
No, I'm joking. I put most of my points in strength, so.
Yeah, well, that does make sense since you're a physical worker. But anyway, so for the audience's reference, a lot of these guys made their characters months ago. We just
almost a year now.
It doesn't feel like that long, but yes, almost a year now.
I made mine on the 28th of December. And 2023.
That's only a half a year, but anyway.
Half a year. Yeah, it's good in there.
But yes, some things of their character creation are going to be forgotten until we get used to the characters again. So bear with us for that, please. Since Ray seems so hyperventilated to go next.
I'm sorry, I had an energy drink.
You always have an energy drink.
Not always. My mom is trying to cut me back from my energy cravings. Mm.
Anyway, um, Ray, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah. Okay, so here we have is Ina. What's it called? Ina Yermilov. Based on she has a Russian-based name. If you look in her sheet and everything, you can actually see like what it looks
Nope.
like in Russian, because the state, or was it the state country of origin, is the Vertas Empire. Oh,
Yeah.
basically
Like,
based in Russia.
yeah, like I said, guys, there is real life basis to the world I made, but they're not the same exactly.
Yeah, but like I said before, she has somewhat a similar personality to Darkness from Konosuba. So yeah, she's a pain lover. Lover to pain. Why she is the physical worker, because she gets to inflict pain on herself, and oh my gosh, she's gonna be on her knees. But anywho, so as you could see, shoot, I don't even put characteristic stats. You know what? She is 5'6". I'm writing it now. She is a 5'6" female Russian. Ooh, chocolate. Oh, that's a Pop Tart. Never mind. Thank you for Pop Tart. I got its
Oh
own Pop
my
Tart.
god, Ray, you are so freaking.
I
Uh,
pull up, my brother
Chaos.
is flipping me off and throwing me
Pure
Pop Tart.
chaos. Pure chaos.
What the fuck is going?
Something. Let's go.
Anyway,
All I'm gonna say to that is welcome to ADHD.
yes,
Have
Coop already knows how Ray is because she seduced a door in a D&D campaign.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so you got this 5'6" woman. Her chest is about like a B cup. It's important information, trust me. Um,
Mm,
um, covered in tats, of course. Pain. Tattoos are very nice. Her eyes are like this pretty pale blue color, like you know that pale gray ice color to eyes. Yes, she got the classic Russian beautiful blue eyes. What I think, anyways, that Russians have in my fantasy novels. With her messy dyed hair, like yeah, there is an image in my sheet that y'all can look at. Frick, I don't know how to describe it.
that well, we can. The stream can't.
Yeah, the stream can't. Steve, you can make it where it looks like the stream. Look at it. Yeah,
yes.
boom. Problem solved.
Give me a second.
Sure. Like, I don't know how to describe her haircut, okay? By the way, I just found this on Pinterest not that long ago.
Of course you did.
I did. It's really nice. I feel like it fits her. Because, what's it called? Anyways, so basically, she has like this cold, stern look, but deep inside, really, she would rather be stepped on. But her job is the opposite, actually. She's not the one being stepped on, she's the one that has to step on people to get information out. For she was forced to work for her country. Or she had to pay the penalty of death, basically.
Yes. A background for the Veritas Empire is that they, if they discover that you are a worker, if they deem your working skills useful, they employ you into the government, and if they don't, they kill you.
And so, either through a very hard decision as a child she went through, she decided to go work, leave her parents behind, everything like that, to go work for the government. Now, the government's kind of fed up with her. They kind of regret keeping her because of her love for pain. So, on an annoyance of her going on to that, they put her on a task far away from people because that's how creepy they find her. Because we're perverted and more in the way creepy, you know? They'd be like, how can a person like so much pain like this? Like, come on. Because like,
Alrighty.
it's like, anyways,
So
continue.
a less hectic description is that Ray's character is employed in the Veritas Empire military as a torture agent to get information from suspected spies.
Mhm.
And your latest mission is to go off to the outskirts of the Veritas Empire to a location where they have a suspected spy held captive that they want you to extract information from.
Also, fun fact, did you know that the Russian armies to spot out spies is they were all taught to eat with their left hand. So when a spy comes in, they'll be eating with their right hand, and that's how they catch the American spies.
Fun fact, but how do you handle your new mission?
How do I handle my new mission? Ooh. So basically, I do the basics. I go and track down this person. You know, the basic, because I am
They're al-
female, so
they
I.
they are already captive. They just want you to
Hmm?
extract information.
Oh, captive? Okay, fine.
He's so
Right,
disappointed.
Ray likes the hunt apparently as well.
that's okay. I mean, it's more fun when they run, you know?
I'll say
I'm not.
majority of your missions have had them running, but this one they have them captive.
I mean, it's nice to see them run for the pain when they know it's gonna be irrelevant in the end.
Holy fuck, Ray.
I'm sorry.
Coop, and you thought your character was nuts.
I was like, maybe this is gonna be a little weird. Nah, I'm fine. I'm alright.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
in a
I'm
I'm in a
crazy.
I'm in a good space. I'm in a good space. We're good.
Yeah, yeah, you haven't met me. Again, I seduced the door. You should.
She has met you though. But anyway,
But
she was there.
anyhow,
She was there when you
yeah,
seduced the door.
I
I
was.
know.
It
I
was a
know.
wild time.
But anywho, how do I, Dom? How can I torture this person? Like, can I use any device to torture this person? Can I pluck off all their fingernails?
If that's how you want to go about it, yeah.
I mean, first off, I mean, there's multiple ways to torture a person. By the way, in my knowledge, and back in my index of
Ray,
ways. Yeah,
Ray, how
yeah.
do you go about extracting the information?
First off, we have him sitting on a spiked chair, strapped down to it. Second off, we have a heavy rock that sits in their lap as they sit in this spike chair. So their body is being pressed against the needles of this chair. On top of that, as their hands are like, of course, strapped down to the armrest of this chair, you get this nice handy dandy little tool where you can rip off the person's fingernails. Um, and as like each and one, you have them. Okay, I'm referencing an anime right here. Have them count down, and if they mess up, oh, like first off, they're in immense pain already from the chair. So to just continue on, you have to have them recite numbers and like backwards, like subtracting 10 or 7 numbers from 1,000. Like subtract 7 at a time.
Like, oh gosh.
Yeah, torture baby. They can make it all stop if they want to talk, but if not, they get more pain and suffering. Which each nail coming off, and then next, after all their nails are done removed, I go off and then slice a bit of their fingers off, one by one, until they eventually spew out. But of course, we have to make sure that they're not going to bleed to death, because that's no fun now if they're going to bleed to death. So,
Okay,
what's it called?
so as you entered this room with this suspected spy, you notice that they are gagged. First off,
They're
they're in
gagged.
they're in the chair and everything like you've described, but they are gagged.
Ooh, they're gagged. Mm-hmm. Well then, if that's the case, then if they're in the chair gagged, I'm gonna put my foot on like this heavy rock that's on their lap, putting more pressure down onto it, looking them dead straight in the eyes, and be like, "We're gonna have so much fun here now, dear, won't we?"
They scream through the gag.
Hmm. I have a feeling you're gonna be a real fun one now, aren't you? Now, are you willing to talk, or you want to have some more fun with me? She pressed down harder on the rock that was in their lap.
He
And
nods vigorously.
oh, so you want to talk?
Anthony,
Oh, no.
hi.
I mean, traitors are no fun. I mean, it's frowned down upon. So, I mean, she
Uh,
pulls out the basically the nail remover device. It
don't
looks like a big
ask.
clamp,
Do not ask.
like
Do not
device.
ask, Anthony, what the fuck you just joined to, because I don't even fucking know anymore.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh wait, should I not describe? Hold up, question. I do not know what's okay to say, because Steve is dreaming. Actually, now that I think about it, am I being too graphic?
I'll say tone it down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not quite sure of YouTube's terms of service on this.
Just
so-
be cautious that you're walking on a very thin white line, Ray.
Okay, I'm gonna
Already.
change up because I just realized maybe I'm too graphic here. You'll have me on a topic that I like, okay?
So
Instead of
for re-
ripping off their nails, we're gonna break their fingers, okay? Okay.
I don't know
For-
if that's any better, honestly, but okay.
for
let's worry.
reference, I did
Let's go.
warn everybody that it was going to be streamed, but Ray hasn't been paying attention for the last week, so
You know, I haven't. Viewer discretion is advised. Guys,
this is all
there we
fictional.
go.
This is all
It's all fictional. Nothing gets done. It's all in the story base.
Anthony's latest comment says, "Do it, do it. Describe it all in detail."
Oh,
Don't-
detail
don't-
now.
No,
Don't-
Don't
Ray,
actually do that. Don't actually do that.
Ray, keep it simple. Because
I will.
Anthony, you don't know how much detail Ray goes into.
Yes.
Yeah, especially with a topic that I enjoy. This is something.
Anyway.
I just realized I have issues. Anyways.
Yes, you do. But that's a different issue altogether.
Well,
they are screaming into their gag, trying to get you to remove it.
Aww, how cute. I mean, I guess you're okay with missing one finger now, or one broken, non-functional, right? She snaps the pointer finger on the right hand of this guy.
As you would expect, they scream out in pain.
I just love it. It's music to my ears now. I guess this is in the way from dampening that lovely sound you're making. Guess I should remove it now. She then takes the gag. As she's untying it, by the way, she is pulling it straight back into his mouth, which, of course, she's doing it very roughly.
No, you are not.
Making sure as she unties it, he like chokes on the gag a bit.
If I was
To
detail a torture.
See, does. What fun is there? And then after she did that, the gag is now off the dude, and she looks back into this guy's face and be like, "Wanna talk now?"
As soon as the gag is off, he takes a very deep breath. You've got that wrong. I am no spy.
Oh, you're not a spy now. Oh, but according to my information, you are.
He has a very heavy Russian accent.
I'm not doing a Russian accent because, imagine doing a Russian accent constantly.
I understand, but anyway. I am not spy.
Yet you do a Russian accent for Sophia.
Anyway.
You are not spy, I see. Oh god, now you got me into the fuck you.
Mwah.
Fuck you.
Peer pressure.
No, I am not the spy. I am whistleblower.
I step on the rock even harder.
They scream out in pain.
You want to rephrase that now?
They are setting you up. He grits through his teeth.
What do you mean by that now, sweetie?
They are going to sell you to Finlandia for war crimes.
For war crimes? But dear, this is my job. I'm supposed to get information out of you.
You have drawn too much information. I tried to expose to Finlandia that you were under
This
orders.
is a
The
D&D
Veritov
style game
Empire
called Curse Workers.
denies
It's
such
an
claims,
RPG
saying you acted
like
on
D&D,
free will.
just not fully. It is Dom's own creation of a
So
a
you're saying to me that
role-playing game system.
that I'm acting on free will?
The Veritas Empire says so, yes. That is so they can escape any blame on themselves.
I mean, it really does sound like them. It really does. But you know, there are a bit of us that do work behind the scenes for them. As long as we don't get caught, that is.
I'm telling you, they are going to sell you to Finlandia.
You say that in a non-accent. No.
Yes, they're going to sell you to Finlandia for war crimes.
For war crimes? Finlandia? Wait, where is that again?
The U.S.
Um,
or North America, as I should say, because it's not just the U.S. Again, not actually the U.S. people, just a.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Based on those countries.
Yeah, I'm having to repeat myself for stream so that people don't get
Mhm.
confused.
Mhm. Oh, why would they sell me out for war crimes, you could say? Why would they?
So that you stop drawing attention to them.
Me drawing attention to them?
Yes.
You know, I can become one like the Shadows, and I can always just hide out for a while, if needed be, to let off some steam right off. I mean, it's their fault for sending spies over here. Don't you agree?
No, your tactics are drawing attention to the Empire. The Empire is sending you to Finlandia to get the Finlandia off their backs.
I mean, I will just say, this country is quite atrocious. She breaks another finger on his right hand.
He screams out in pain again.
I could use a vacation once in a while, I guess. But then again, I don't want to be fully wasted of this empire. If that my brain can't make sense no more. So tell me more information, why don't you? So they're gonna sell me to the Finlandias now.
Yes.
Sounds cute, really. What else, though? How will they be doing so? Other than using me as a scapegoat.
That's exactly it. They plan to use you as a scapegoat. They will blame all of the atrocities that they have, or they will blame all of the atrocities that Finlandia has witnessed of the Empire on individuals such as yourself.
know. I mean, I can always act innocent. My acting skills are quite poor.
The Empire will not care.
Hmm. Even if I wasn't such an innocent little girl. She looks cute. she tried to makes herself look cute and innocent. And she snaps his next finger on his right hand.
If you do not heed my warnings, they will kill you.
What am I supposed to do then? Am I supposed to just take a vacation day away from my most favorite job?
If you do not wish to die, you will leave this country.
I mean, just imagining what they could do to me is kind of exciting me in a way.
They will
Oh,
not stop at pain.
oh no. I wonder, what does a near-death experience feel like? I mean, I wonder, can you tell me what it feels like being on the edge? She ushers to the dude or whoever's in this room with her. Is there anyone in this room other than them two?
Nope, just you two.
You know what? I'm gonna imagine that there's a table with some water on it.
There
Like,
is table with water, yes.
Yeah. She drenches a rag. I'm gonna waterboard this dude, by the way.
This guy is
She-
so intense.
I know,
So
right?
intense.
Remember, Ray, streaming.
Don't worry, waterboarding is fine. It only simulates drowning. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just because you add that doesn't make it better. I'm just throwing that out there. People are gonna be like, "What the shit?"
Hey, they were advised of some graphic content. It's okay. As
So
long
that's
as
fair.
you advise them. Okay?
Steve, if your channel gets canceled, I am sorry.
No, you're not. Actually, Steve, this is kind of your fault deciding to stream something on a serious note.
Okay, really quick thing. I don't think YouTube will pay too much attention because Steve's not too big, so I don't think it should be too much of an issue. But still,
Yeah, that is also true.
keep it down a bit, Ray.
Try.
I am 130 subscribers away from getting monetized, Nick.
Oh. Well.
Ray, try to dumb it down a little bit.
Okay, dumb down. Water. Rag and water. Put on dude's face. Pour water on dude's
Not quite
face.
what I meant.
It dumbed it, okay? It sounds too simple. Do not try this at home, kid. Okay? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
You told me to dumb it down. I dumbed down.
Okay, so you do this, and he soon passes out.
Oh.
Ray, that's not what they meant by dumb it down. Ray.
No,
This is more
no,
That's
specific.
not what they meant.
Anyway,
Anyways,
he soon passes out.
I just think it's wild that waterboarding is happening on Memorial Day. That's all. Yeah, no.
let's go. Let's
That-
go.
Like for real, bro. Like
Anyways. Aw.
Anthony, you can
Just
shut the
it.
fudge up. Holy fudge. You
I'm
can
just saying.
shut up, Anthony. No, not
He
not
didn't even
you.
use the safe word. Oh, how sad. If only we had one set, that is. Anywho, I should probably take advice from this guy. But before going, she lights a match. And there's some oil left in this room. She doused him in oil. Doused this guy in oil. And throws the match and leaves. Anyways,
For legal
as she leaves the building.
purposes, whatever Ray now says from here on out, I do not control.
You don't control Ray anyway. Nobody
Yeah.
can control
Okay.
Ray.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
know
no,
Morgan.
No one can control
What we say
Ray.
is
I think
don't
you meant to say
condone Ray's-
condone, Steve.
Yes, I
We
also
don't
don't
condone Ray's
condone her
action.
actions.
Yeah, we do not
Ah.
condone Ray's actions here. This is
Uh,
all Ray.
I'm sorry, but
Steve, I feel
okay.
like I feel like in the future you're gonna have a disclaimer posted on every single stream of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
we do not
First
condone
off-
any of these actions.
yeah.
First
I'm
off,
gonna have to make that. So thanks, Ray, for giving me something to work on whilst this is all happening. Thanks. Fuck's sake.
no problem. But to be honest, we should have seen this ahead if I was to torture people as a job. Like, this should have be seen a mile away.
This is true, but I also thought since you were supposed to know it was being streamed, you would take it down a notch. But no.
Then
apparently
where's the
not.
fun in that? I love like
Anyway, so
Okay.
you leave the room and there is 12 armed guards waiting for you with assault rifles.
Oh, are you my my escort? Oh, how nice of you, dears.
6 of them raise their weapons at you.
Oh. I mean, I've been wanting to know what it feels like to being shot, but I just got these clothes. I don't want them to be all messed up. I guess she puts her hands like, like, yeah, whatever. Hands up in the air. Got nothing left. Don't worry.
2 of them approach you
Mhm.
and try to cuff you.
Ooh. Ooh, you gonna touch me there? Why don't you do it harder?
God damn it, Ray.
Hey. Not my fault. I made darkness basically. Can't blame me. I wonder, do the guards feel like disgusted doing this? Like they don't want to touch me?
They do not seem to care. They continue to cuff you and start escorting you down the hallway.
I just imagine just like out of the 12 guards there, I just imagine they all drew straws and whoever got the 2 shortest had to do it.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my-
bet you.
Oh my god, Anthony.
What?
Did they say?
He just DM'd me saying, I would love to join y'all. I don't want to torture people.
God damn it.
Aw, you wanna join me? Aw, sweet. But I'm sorry. I'm not free on Tuesdays. You gotta meet me on like a Saturday night.
Ray.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm saying you just have to joke, okay?
So
Not
they
real.
They escort you to an armored vehicle. Like,
Ooh, a
heavily-
fancy
heavily
carriage. Let's
armored.
go. Am I gonna go meet my Prince Charming now? She's trying to make light conversation with the guys taking her hostage.
None of them speak a word.
Oh, yep. And I usually get people to talk to me. Not even a light conversation. By the way, is she sitting next to someone?
They throw you into the back of the armored vehicle.
Ooh.
Two of them get into the back with you, and the rest of them either get in the front or hang off the sides.
I feel so these 2 guys that are inside the vehicle with me right now lost the straw draw. Gotcha.
Pretty much. They both have assault rifles. To be fair,
And
they
if-
all have assault rifles.
Yeah, but guns don't scare me, obviously.
But they throw you in, not very pleasantly.
As they did that, she moans. By the way. Mhm.
God
I'm
damn it,
tired.
Ray.
I knew that was coming.
What gave that away?
So anyway, as they start to drive off, you see through the very small bulletproof windows that you are leaving the Veritas Empire.
Oh my gosh, are we going on a trip? Oh Oh, I've never been outside the country before. You should have told me we're going on vacation. By the way, are my hands tied behind my back or in front of me?
Behind your back.
Can I try to unlock the handcuffs from behind me? Because I have a feeling I may have been in situations like this before.
Do you have anything to unlock them with?
I can't just break them? Or dislocate, or what's it called? Not dislocate my thumb to slide my hands out?
You said unlock, so that's why I was confused. If you want to dislocate your own thumb, yes, you can.
Yeah, can I do that? To slide my hands out?
Yep.
Yeah, baby. I dislocate my thumbs.
As soon as you break loose, they call over the radio that you are breaking free and raise their assault rifles at you.
Oh, come on now. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna follow y'all. Don't worry.
They yell at you to get down on the ground or they will shoot.
She puts the handcuffs back on herself.
Okay.
Not fun. Come on, where's all the fun? At least talk to me if you don't want me to get out of the handcuffs. Come on now. So, where's vacation? So, where are we going on vacation? Well, to have the pleasure of having such a big escort there.
It's no vacation.
Aw, anywhere that I get to pleasure to get to have the gratitude of feeling pain is always a vacation for me, sweetie.
What they do to you is their business, not ours.
Aww. So what you're telling me is you don't know what they're gonna do to me. How sweet. And by the way, because for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna cut it down short and be like, she then goes and continues to tell these two guards all the ways that she hopes that they can torture her with. And she goes into very, very detailed talks about multiple torture ways that she knows. All all the torture ways throughout history, yeah. All those sorts of fun stuff.
Okay, and that is where we will leave off your introductory sequence for now.
Yeah. Dom is like, oh my gosh, why did we do you? Why did you?
1 second.
To be fair, Ray, I chose you as a player because you go into detail for your RP, but yeah, I was a little bit cautious when you said you were changing to someone who likes to torture people.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
I mean, it kind of is, but...
I mean, okay, hear me out. You gave me a class which can inflict pain on myself. What better, yes, to pair it with someone that likes to feel pain? So, like... Plus, I'm a weeb. I know anime. Darkness, baby.
Okay.
Anyway. Now back to a normal perspective side of a person.
Hopefully much, much, much calmer. Steve, you good or?
Yeah, I'm just here. I've just finished off the viewer discretion sign for next week.
Yeah. I probably should have had you prepared that ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knowing that Ray is here.
Yeah. Hi, Ray.
All I was off, by the way.
Huh?
I did not prepare for this.
We know. Anyway, Nick, how long do you have until you're home, roughly?
I'm about like 10-15 minutes from home.
Okay, I think I can do Coops real quick then. Alright, right, Cooper, are you ready for yours?
Yeah. Let's. Okay. Is my mic picking up? Let's go.
Yes, your mic is indeed picking up.
One thing, hold up, make it an even 20 because my dad has to quickly run an errand in a store really quick on the way. So
Yeah, that should be fine.
Is Alex not able to make it, by the way, though?
Not today, no.
Sad.
He's gonna be kind of off and on. So.
Okay. Just curious.
Yep. So, Cooper, would you like to describe your character?
Let me find the art that I like. Hold on. Nope. She's like 5. She's 5'5". Dark hair, blue eyes. Dark brown skin. She's like 20. She's 22. Her name is Cassandra Tucker. She's a college student. She attends Yale University. She's studying agriculture. She also sells psychedelic mushrooms.
Anthony, please stop.
Much tamer than the last one.
What?
Much tamer than the last one.
Yes. Look, I'm
And you thought yours was gonna be crazy.
I'm totally fine with being the calm one. Perfectly fine with being the calm one.
All right, so you are on a holiday break from college. You've decided to go home for the holiday. You are exploring your mother's garden.
Okay.
As you're exploring your mother's garden, you come to a memory of when you first uncovered your abilities. You're trying to find the specific spot in your mother's garden where you discovered them. Her garden's gotten a little bit overgrown since that memory, but you're pretty sure you can find your way there.
Okay, then I'll definitely keep searching around the garden until I find that particular spot that I'm looking for.
As you're traveling through the garden, you see various plants, and your mind goes back to a recipe in one of your mother's books for enhanced a potion to have more vivid dreams.
Okay.
Do you try to collect these flowers and make this potion?
Yes, I'll definitely grab the different plants and everything so I can make this potion.
All right. You finally get to the place that you remember in your dream, and you have all of the ingredients that you need to make your potion. You decide to, well, not potion, tea, sorry. You decide to make this tea while you relax in this spot and remember your encounter of discovering your abilities. It makes your memory much more vivid, as well as imbues the memory with your powers. Would you like to describe how it does so?
So she basically drinks the tea, or is it just
Yeah.
gathering the plants and okay, it's drinking the tea.
Yep.
When she drinks the tea, basically it's her having a very, it starts off like a vivid dream, but it's she realizes it's more than like a vivid dream. Um she realizes she can um control different aspects of the dream more so than um more so than she had in when she was like a kid, with like, like when you can lucid dream, but it's like that, but different. Like I don't know if anybody is aware of lucid dreaming. I don't know.
Yeah. So your your memory of discovering your abilities in this garden, um, you're dreaming of that, but you're able to manipulate the dream more than you were as a child.
Yes.
All right. So, uh, in your dream, uh, you find yourself in a surreal version of the garden, just like before, but you can manipulate parts of it more than you could before. Uh, Something that you don't remember from last time is that the plants are speaking to you in riddles, and the shadows are dancing at your periphery vision. The,
Um, do I recognize any of the riddles or just random riddles?
you don't recognize them at first, but as you listen to them more and more, you recognize them throughout your time. Most of them are ones that your parents would use as code.
Oh, oh,
Mhm. So as you figure out the different riddles from remembering your parents teaching you their code, uh, you come across a shadow in your dream that's different from the rest. It's not dancing in your peripheral, it's out front in the open and it is
Anthony, you know what
dark.
you did wrong?
Do you
oh.
approach the shadow?
Um, yes. What does it look like? Is it shaped like anybody I recognize? Or it just looks like a dark shadow?
It has a humanoid shape, but you can't discern any features.
Damn right, holy fuck.
Uh, sure, I'll approach the creepy shadow.
Okay. You reach the shadow. It reaches out towards you. You reach out towards it. When you can touch the shadow, you are launched into a new dream.
Oh boy.
It's a dark dream.
Oh no.
It is part of your subconscious. You have to navigate through your own fears. Would you like to explain what those fears are?
Uh, well, probably her parents. Probably her parents being discovered, or you know, or her abilities being discovered.
Can you explain why you're afraid of your parents getting caught or your abilities being discovered?
Well, her parents are part of a cult called the Collective, and she doesn't want them to be discovered because people don't take too kindly to cults.
Right. And is she afraid of her abilities being discovered?
Because she's not a registered worker, so they don't want people using their abilities when you're not a
Uh,
registered worker.
Right.
take her out of the.
So, for context for the people watching, a in the realm of Phalandia, which is based on North America, um, there is a ban on using curse work unless it is part of your job, and there is political upheaval between um, two different politicians, obviously. One wants to mandate all workers to be registered so that people can monitor whether they're abusing their powers or not. And the other wants to let workers have free roam and use their powers whenever they want, as long as it's within ethical bounds. All right, so how do you combat your fears in your dream?
For her parents, um, she would put up basically like it looks like she puts up a shield over them because it looks like she can manipulate shields and things in her dreams. Um,
Right,
for her powers, it looks like she can. It it looks like people are chasing her for her powers. It looks like she turns invisible. And I don't know if I said a third thing for her fears. Did I?
you didn't, but you can now if you wish.
Um, I don't think she has a third thing. I think it's just those main two things.
All right, so you use your dream manipulation powers to change the scenes around you, put a shield over your parents, turn yourself invisible. Um, and as the uh, shadows within this dark dream bash against the shield and dissipate, and the shadows chasing you run past, you emerge from your dream. You feel proud of your abilities, that you've grown so much since you were a child, but still wary of using them. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Uh, mm, no, I think that's it. That's good for like a beginning.
All right. Um, do your parents ever ask you to use your powers for them?
Yes, they do.
And do you feel obligated to do that, or are you willing to do that?
It's about half and half.
Half and half?
Yes.
Do you ever at times feel like they are manipulating you into doing so?
Uh, well, sometimes.
Okay. Um, and would you feel that this manipulation feeling has gone through the entire country lately? Not just with your parents and yourself, but in general, how different people are using different tactics to get what they want.
agree that that is a thing that's happening right now.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? Do you want to stop the manipulation? Do you want to just hide from it?
I think I would like to stop it.
Okay. One idea of manipulation that you've heard of recently is these different events going around where these workers are saying that they're being forced to lose control. How much do you think you've listened to these? Have you like sought out different aspects of them or just heard them in passing?
When I've heard about it, I've sought it out.
Okay. And I think that's where we're gonna stop with yours for today. Nick, how close are you?
Like 5 minutes ish.
Okay.
Give or take 5 to 7.
Okay.
Even if
Uh,
Steve wants to take like a quick stream break, I'd probably like be back by the time the stream break's over.
yeah, I was just about to suggest if anybody wanted to go get a drink or something.
Why would we need a dream? All we need is a little bit of torture. Dum dum dum. Dum, dum.
Hooray!
I'm
What?
gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I said a break, not a torture break.
That's dead.
I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Okay, guys, we'll be back in a few moments' time.
I'm not Steve. Dom. Sorry, Misa Steve doing the
I already told you.
murder.
It's unlikely, but it is possible.
Don't kill me, please. I
All, de-
appreciate.
all depends on your decisions.
You know I make stupid decisions.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a different thing altogether, though.
Hey, you gotta hope your stupid decisions don't have consequences that possibly like.
Yeah.
Ooh, punish. So if I say, "Ooh, punish me, daddy," um,
That's a stupid decision that will get you punished. Yes.
I
hey
don't
yo.
know. If someone
But
said
what
that
if
to
we were
me,
just
if I was
playing?
okay, I'm
What if
not
we were
gonna
just
lie. If
playing?
I was having to torture somebody and somebody said torture me harder, daddy, I would literally just put a bullet through their head because I'd be like, yeah, no, they get off on that shit. Too bad.
Anywho, Dom, I'm turning it back to you.
Okay. So, Nick, finally
Yes.
your turn.
Yes. Sorry, I was a bit late.
It's fine. Nothing you can really control, so. So would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. So, at a workbench, currently tinkering, kind of messing around with all the little, just wires, electronics, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a pair of goggles that using to kind of magnify it as he's kind of almost treating it like a surgery. Uh, looks like young man, early 20s, kind of scraggly mop of hair with kind of more or less like gruff of a mustache and beard. As he's working, he gets a ping on his computer, where he then uses his chair and rolls over, checking on it, and then seems to be getting messages or requests on, help of what his services can provide. And he responds to those in any which way he does. And after that, he goes back to tinkering, and then as his inventions go, he likes to test them, and so one set he tried to make rocket boots. Didn't exactly work well. He ended up flying into his wall. Uh, wasn't fun. Definitely was in bed for a week or two. Another one, he's made some drones, which have worked out pretty successfully to use as cameras for his premises and other people's premises, as he likes to sell his wares and make a quick buck off of it. He, as he's finishing up with his work, he tosses on just a zip up hoodie, heads outside, and as it's an area he's kind of looks like in an up northern area, bit of snow here and there, as you can see mountains, trees around him, and in a clearing you see like this kind of warehouse type workshop, assuming it's his, place of residence. He's just out there with looks like he hasn't slept in quite a few days as he's been working, and so he's probably on his probably like 10th cup of coffee. A little jittery.
All right. Um, you came across an encrypted file hinting at a conspiracy tied to the misuse of workers' abilities recently. You dug a little bit deeper into that, and you got into the basic, lower level security of the Veritas Empire, where you discovered that they were planning to scapegoat a few workers. So, in your hacky techy nature brain, um, you decided to um, fake some ties from the governments of other countries to get these people out, hoping they might be able to pay you back a little bit in the
Information
future.
is power. And I probably
Exactly.
also dug up some information on them as well. So,
Exactly.
info is power. And power equals, and info also equals money.
Yeah, you're hoping either the information or they themselves can get you a little more moolah. Because you like moolah.
And if anything, he's worked on making some long distance drones that can kind of operate far away from where he is and kind of work on their own. They
Right.
have a target, they have programming to kind of be self self-preserving to themselves, and if so, he has one set up for everyone he's kind of set up for, as he uses them to kind of watch where they're at, and in case he's made weapons, but he prefers not to use them, only as a last means resort.
Right. So there's a few individuals in the Veritas Empire that are planned to be scapegoated. So you decide to fake contacts from multiple different countries to, for various reasons, acquire these individuals, hoping that you can benefit from their freedom later on. One very peculiar case is where is it? Come on, where is it?
You trying to pronounce my name?
Sure, Ray, go ahead since you know it's your character anyway.
Okay. I had to look at it because it's in un frick.
Ina,
Inya.
that much I know.
Inya Yamilov.
Bless you.
All right. So this
Bless
one's a
you.
very yes. This one's a very peculiar case. You're not sure if you're actually going to benefit from her, but you're
Hearing
hoping.
as like a thing of they benefit from pain is just in my head thinking, oh, they could be a pretty good training dummy if anything else.
Yes, you're hoping
Dang.
that you're hoping they can either be of use as a test subject or as a security guard. As well as other various reasons that you can come up with.
Yeah.
So, you prepare different evacuation details for each of them, and your your security is pretty good, but not quite up to snuff. You realize that the Veritas Empire does eventually figure out what you're doing. They don't know the full scope of what you're doing, but they have identified
I
one or two individuals that you're escorting.
and more or less they found I haven't quite gotten into higher level stuff. They found out I was snooping around. I've worked
Correct.
on my own defenses to make sure no one can get into my stuff, but I've still got to work on getting into other people's stuff.
Right. Like, they haven't been able to trace it back to you yet, but they've realized that somebody is breaching their data. So, how do you go about this as soon as you realize that they are onto your snooping?
Once they've realized I'm on to them with snooping, I begin kind of using my computer skills and starting to uh sort of make a diversion play of where to kind of make it seem like they find my stuff, of where it's like a diversion of where it's going, so then they kind of plan poorly for that situation, but in reality, I'm having them over at another thing.
Red herrings, basically.
Yes, basically making a whole bunch of red herrings, as I do, to make sure they don't get on my trail.
All right. And would you like to explain some background for your character besides his immense technical knowledge?
Um, well, he was born in an area of a lot of people who were workers, as he was one of the few people who did not have abilities, but he found he was very tech savvy. And so he basically has relied mostly on his brain and his intuition to kind of uh, you know, make stuff to help him and other people who aren't, workers like him, and basically to help even the playing field in case anything was to ever happen. And he found he could make some money off of it, so he started making his own. He started building more stuff and selling it off. Uh, when he found he was really good with computers, he started hacking, and then he went by a code name, the code name of Icepick. At which he started to dig around because he found he could get information, he could get more money, and if anything, he wants more money to build more stuff to make more money, and so on and so forth.
Right. So, one thing I forgot to ask you while we were discussing your character, have they actually figured out their specialty yet besides the in- technical knowledge and stuff like that? Like the actual portion of your class? Or have they not discovered that yet?
More or less, uh, he's generally, I'd say, in terms of tech savvy and resourceful, but hasn't really found out in terms of his ability to resist workers because he hasn't, I
All
would
right.
say.
All
But
right. Yeah, that's just one thing I forgot to ask.
but
So,
he has like learned on the different workers and what their strengths and weaknesses are, and has been building gadgets and stuff like that to either help or combat. So
right. So, on top of um noticing these scapegoat plans for these Veritas Empire employees and citizens, you also came across these whispers on the tech internet um, about these strange happenings with different workers losing control, and they seem to be getting more frequent as days go on. And being a person who deals in information, you delve into this as deep as you can. Um, you find whispers of these strange markings on some buildings around the areas, but you haven't been able to find out any meaning behind them yet.
it's probably one of his side projects when he's not doing his main stuff. It's one of his side projects and why he's tending to stay up, I'd say, and just kind of
Right.
drinking more coffee. He's looking. He's looking on any like old timey like pictographs of ancient cultures. He's looking on any meanings of literature. He's basically going through like anything that could possibly like reference anything, you know?
Right. As far as you can tell so far, these are new occurrences that have not happened in the past.
And considering of how much information he can gather, he probably has contacts all over for
Indeed.
more info.
One of your contacts has recently been taken hostage. A certain individual in the Veritas Empire that you were gaining more information from. You gain knowledge that they are about to be questioned by the very person you were interested in earlier. So you set up their escape route.
And hoping that they're still up, kicking, and can get back to me soon.
Right. Alright, so we have about 15 minutes until I've got to shut down. So does anybody have any questions or concerns for the future? I know we didn't get into a lot of the gameplay aspects today, but it's basically going to be like we did today, just RP back and forth with each other. Obviously, it'll get more complicated as the party assembles, which we'll obviously get to eventually.
Am I gonna be rescued?
We will get to that, Ray.
Yeah.
But is there any questions that anybody has?
Am I still in my home country?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm nowhere near any of these fuckwits then.
Technically, there's only 2 of you that are in the same country. Cooper's character and Nick's character are in Phalandia. Ray's character is in the Veritas Empire, and then you're in Terra Austral.
Yes.
They're on their way to Phalandia.
So they think.
Wait, so they think, oh no, did someone hijack the vehicle?
They believe that they're being transported to Phalandia now.
Oh dear.
I'm going to probably go into it more in next session of trying to figure out what is going on and how best I can investigate this.
Yeah, basically this is just the introductory sequences to try to get everybody a baseline of how the games are going to go, and to obviously introduce your characters.
Yes.
How each of them tie together. Obviously, some are obvious for now, but how they each tie together will be explained in the future, depending on your guys' decisions, how they come together, and if they even work together.
Sure, they'll work together.
No, Dom's hinting at something that I told him. Don't worry about it.
Depending how each of you act, you could completely kill each other.
Yo.
That is completely a possibility that you guys kill each other. I'm not joking.
I'll try my best.
Just want to make friends.
Okay. Steve, do you see any questions coming in from your stream? I believe Anthony is the only one watching right now.
The only one that was watching left before break.
I'm watching.
Outside of Ray.
Who's the other person?
It was Anthony earlier.
I know, but there's 2 people watching right now. Dun, dun, dun.
Ray, it counts my freaking second monster for some strange reason.
It counts you. Oh.
Mhm.
Kind of cringe.
So, any other questions from you guys then?
No.
Okay. Tom, do you mind?
Take it off.
Okay. So with that, that's where this stream is going to be ending here, guys. Thanks everyone for joining in. Thank you, Dom, for setting this up. It's been, as we discussed, 5 months in the making.
Yeah.
So there will be a few bugs and niggles whilst we're getting the hang of how this is going to work. There may be content in the background, so you guys don't have to just keep watching Discord. Just let me know in advance what you guys want to see. I will be reviewing comments on this live stream's VOD as soon as it's up tomorrow and onwards. So If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments of the VOD, which is the video of the live stream. God dang it, Coop. Holy heck, ow.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Um,
Not just suggestions for Steve either, guys. Also suggestions for me.
Suggestions of what you want to see in regards to what you want to just, if you want to just keep watching just the Discord itself, or if you want something to also watch in the background, as well as any suggestions for our GM, because it is
Yes.
a game master, not a dungeon master.
Yes.
Um,
Just keep in mind, guys, this is a completely new RPG that I
it's
made
yeah,
based on multiple different systems. So
yes,
we're all getting used to it, not just
yes.
the players.
So bear that in mind. Give us suggestions in regards to what you want to see, what you want to hear, how Dom could improve as well. And with that, until tomorrow, guys, where I should be streaming my normal stream. I do not believe there will be a Breakpoint stream tomorrow. There won't be a Breakpoint stream on Thursday, but there will be a normal stream on Thursday from 8 p.m. BST till 10 p.m. Sorry, correction. Yeah. No, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. BST. 3 hours, Steve. 3 hours. But until then, guys, stay safe, take care, and as always, have fun. Bye, guys.